What's going on, you guys? So Devin Haney beats Brian Norman Jr., becomes the new WBO welterweight champion. Going into this fight, you guys know I was picking Norman to possibly even stop Devin Haney, if not win the fight. But I was wrong. Devin Haney won by unanimous decision. Actually rocked and dropped Brian Norman Jr. in the second round. And then from that point on, I would kind of say the fight was more so lackluster. You didn't really see a whole lot from either of the guys, whether that's Devin Haney or Brian Norman Jr. But going into the fight, me included, along with everyone else, thought Brian Norman Jr. was going to be the far bigger puncher in this fight. But you could argue, right? I don't know if there's really much of an argument, that Devin Haney was the bigger puncher tonight. Now, a lot of people may be shocked by that. I definitely was shocked, considering that Devin Haney at 135 and 140 didn't necessarily have knockout power, man. In terms of any world title fight, I don't think he stopped anybody. But tonight, he dropped Brian Norman Jr., hurt him, and that was really about it. I mean, aside from the knockdown, it was a typical jab and hold type of fight from Devin Haney. Maybe land an occasional right hand here and there, but smothering his opponent by clinching, landing a jab here and there. I'm not going to say it was an exciting fight, in my opinion. But I thought immediately after the second round, Brian Norman Jr. came out and recovered well. Didn't show that he was hurt. I thought he won the third round. And I thought there was a couple other rounds that you could possibly give to a Brian Norman Jr. I didn't think this card was as lopsided as some people may have it. Like, I saw the fan zone or whatever that were scoring, all the fans that were scoring the fight. Now, Devin Haney does have a big fan base, so I imagine that they just wanted Devin Haney to win this fight. But if we're going to be completely honest, anytime that Devin Haney landed a jab, it almost seemed that Brian Norman Jr. was landing his own jab. And at times he landed the power jab, very similar to what I, put in the video in one of my shorts, was him landing that power jab and closing the distance. And he had some success with it. But no one really got anything going, after the knockdown. I don't know if I wasn't impressed or what, but I don't know. But Devin Haney won the fight. I thought the fight was a lot closer. I'd maybe have to go back and rewatch it, I believe, to give you more of a definite score on the fight. I wasn't scoring it, but I was like, okay, seeing the scorecards of, the unofficials and stuff like that, they were having Haney winning almost every single round. And I was like, I don't know about that last round, But Devin Haney, took a big risk getting in the ring with the Brian Norman Jr., considering, hey, the Ryan Garcia fight happened. Ryan definitely cheated him. So anybody that comes on my channel and, says, well, you posted Ryan Garcia or videos and stuff like that, you can't take away what happened. I'm not saying Ryan Garcia deserved to win that fight. The dude got caught using performance-enhancing drugs. So I'm not giving Garcia any credit for, that fight. I'm not holding it over Devin Haney's head, but we can't act like the fight didn't happen and that there could have been possible damage that was sustained and continued to be with Devin Haney along with his career, if we're just being honest. But I've already seen some comments. A lot of people are, calling me out, so I'll eat my crow. Devin Haney, he won the fight, I do want to go back and rewatch it because I felt, aside from the knockdown, there really wasn't too much action in the fight. And like I said, Devin Haney, he did look like the bigger puncher tonight. And a lot of the shots that he was landing, whether it was his jab or whatnot, mainly his jab, even the commentators were calling that out, but very reluctant to say, oh, Norman landed a shot or landed his jab. It almost seemed like it was somewhat biased. And I've been critical of DAZN's commentary in the past about this issue being so biased. For instance, the Madrimov-Crawford fight, they were giving Madrimov, credit for every single little shot that landed, possibly even a shot that didn't land. you know, but they wouldn't say anything if Crawford landed a 2 or 3 punch combination. So I saw some of that tonight as well. But at the end of the day, Devin Haney, he won the fight. You got to give him credit because he went up in weight. This was a big risk for Devin Haney, and he came out victorious. So end of the day, I don't have to necessarily like Devin Haney. I do respect him as a fighter. I think he's a tremendous boxer, you know, and he won the fight tonight. So congratulations to him. I'll continue to eat my crow from all the people that were, you know, commenting on all my videos and stuff like that. But I felt I needed to respond and give my thoughts on this fight. Let me know what you guys think. I've already also seen some comments, you know, questioning the power of a Devin Haney. I'm not going to necessarily, you know, that is kind of interesting. I will say it's a question up to, I'm going to ask you guys, do you think the power of Devin Haney tonight was strictly because he was draining himself from 135 to 140, you know, and now that he's at a comfortable weight, now he has that power? Or on some of the comments I've been seeing, do you think that power came straight from possibly, I don't know, a banned substance? Let me know what you guys think. Hate, like, comment, subscribe.